This episode contains spoilers for Survivor 42, 45, 46, and 47, with wider reference to the past 49 seasons. You have been warned. On today's merger, we are talking about the first of the 40s of Survivor. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Claude.
Welcome to Drop Your Kiwis. And I guess we just get straight into it. Season 40s. Well, we had the Winners of War, and that kind of like ended an era of Survivor very neatly. And then COVID happened, and they changed the game.
It did.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
For better or for
It was
worse, it's now
definitely
26
changed.
days.
Yeah.
Got to thank the 2-week quarantine period to show the executives at CBS that there's even more that could be shaved from this budget, and we're never going back.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
I wish there was, but
Yeah, I wish there was too. Yeah, make it long. I mean, what's it? Australian Survivor is like quite long, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's
Past 40 days, isn't it?
similar to old era.
Yeah,
I
old
think the
era.
first few seasons of Oz Survivor were like 45 or so.
Right.
And then they kind of just started getting shorter and shorter as time went on. And now I think they're 30 something.
True. Eventually they'll make it to 26 too.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
that network is like, we need to shave off another couple
Yeah.
$100,000. Yeah. So the first contestant we've got is Jonathan from season
Yeah.
42.
Very standout contestant.
Yeah. Nowhere more than that ladder challenge.
Oh yeah.
If we want to, Jonathan is like the final form of Colby. I think he is
Yeah.
who Colby, the idea of the archetype of Colby is like transformed into
Yeah.
this beast.
Yeah. He is that archetype.
Yeah,
I
he
think there's
is.
no one more who fits into that role more than Jonathan.
No, not at all. He gets nicknamed Goliath on the
Yep.
thing. Recaps call him Thor. And his backstory is pretty crazy. His dad, at 3 years old, made him do like pull ups and then run up hills. That's what he said. He's got discipline in his life. So his whole point in the season is that he was just going to be a provider, akin to some of those earlier seasons or Aussie, and become indispensable there. But he's pretty self-aware that just being physical is not the only thing you need.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's what got him so far in a season where obviously he was such a big target post merge,
Yeah,
and also you could tell that he was really getting affected by not eating
he
at that
was.
period of the game. So he had to rely on, I guess, his strong alliance of four that he had.
Yeah, here's a quote. He says, "Coming into this, one of the things I was going to do, I'm going to eat the same amount as everyone else and not put a target on myself, and it's worked. I'm at the top 7, but I
Yep.
burn 2,000 calories a day not doing anything. I'm getting to the point where moving is rough."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I
think
think people can't understand it. Yeah,
well, I think that's something that's going to be such a weakness for him on 50 as well. If he does
yeah,
get far, he's just going to start slowing down and
deteriorating. Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
especially if he keeps up like fishing for 3 hours at a time
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
know.
like that.
Well,
Because
let's hope Ozzy
we,
sticks around and takes that role off him.
well, the thing with fishing is, especially fishing with like a sling rope, is you're burning so many calories doing that than what you're getting. So you're already working at a deficit to your tribe
Yeah,
mates.
exactly, yeah.
But I guess he doesn't have an option because the other option is he's not valuable in that way and he gets voted off. So he's coming
Yeah.
in with like a couple of double-edged swords. And he's coming in
Yeah.
with like he has to kind of control his temper a bit, even though he's going to get angry because the way he talks to people uh,
Yeah.
is, yeah,
Well, let's see who's
aggressive.
on his tribe. Because out of the people on his tribe, we have
Yep.
Charlie, Coach, and Mike, and we have Chrissy, Dee, Camilla, and Tiffany. So I'm not
Right. That's a
sure how
pretty
well
strong
he's
tribe, isn't
gonna.
it?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna be winning because he's a challenge beast. Chrissy's a challenge beast. Pretty sure Dee and
Deezer.
Tiffany aren't too
Yeah.
bad at challenges.
Yeah.
Um, Not sure about the rest of them, but
Yeah.
I
But
mean
he might carry them.
Charlie, Camilla, Mike are all pretty smart. And then there's Coach to
Yeah. He's
round
the
it
wild
all
card.
off.
To be the
uh,
coach, to pull it up. Yeah.
yeah,
Something in
I
this.
can see this tribe. I can see some people in this tribe getting to Jonathan, pissing him off.
Yeah. He likes there to be silence. He doesn't like the talking, which is what's going to happen on a tribe. He was on a tribe of six, and now it's going to be a tribe of eight. So it's going to be an
Yeah,
interesting sort of start to the game.
yeah. I am glad there's bigger tribes.
But I
I
think
feel like the tribes
fundamentally
of
he's going to be
six.
fine at the start
I think so. Yeah, I think he's always going to be fine at the start, and people will
because
want to
he's
keep him
just,
around till
yeah, he's just
merge.
such a crazy shield.
Yeah, exactly.
How could he win then?
With great difficulty, I think. I think he wins by just doing what he did last season and having a strong core alliance.
Yeah,
But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to find it very difficult when it gets to late post merge and he starts to struggle and people will target him when they can.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he's one
yeah.
of the players I don't think is going to win.
I don't think he's going to win, but he might make it far based on the fact
Yeah.
that he's not going to win.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so too.
but he's one of Jeff Probst's favorite people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the end of that challenge, I've got a quote from Jeff Probst that says, "I got to say, Jonathan, I've seen a lot of challenges. I've rarely seen an individual performance like that." Like calls him out, and then the
Yeah.
next episode he gets called Goliath because of that. We want him to go far. I don't know if he will, but keep your head about you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'll make merge at the very least.
It's cool he's back.
It is cool he's back, especially since he's the only representation from those 4 seasons.
Yeah. Hopefully, no more of the reverse the what do they call it? The reverse the time or
Yeah,
blocked it out of my memory.
I think that got such bad reception after
Yeah,
41 that 41 and 42 are the only times they're ever going to do it. Same with that. What was that other terrible twist that they did?
they did the do or die challenge.
The Monty Hall twist where they had to
Yeah,
pick and swap a box.
yeah. I don't know. It might be back because that reminded me a lot of like Mr. Beast.
Oh God, yeah,
Rewatching that, and for those who've seen the know it, Mr. Beast is coming back. So I think we're going to
yeah.
get some pretty random luck based situations.
Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. It's
Yeah,
fine
I
having a
hope.
little bit of
Yeah,
luck-based stuff like tribe swaps and things like that, but
yeah.
when it comes to like advantages and little twists like that, I feel like they're just not great to
They're
watch.
not great for the game, I don't think,
Exactly, yeah.
because they put too much emphasis on luck, and then it's like, well, then what kind of archetype? What am I trying to come into the season like knowing
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And
or
I think
doing?
it also kind of takes a lot away from the winner of that season because you go back to the old
Yeah.
seasons where there was no luck involved. Like I think Token Chains is a great example because there was barely any luck involved in that. And you
Hmm.
have JT who is like undisputably played one of the best games of Survivor ever,
Yeah.
and then you go into the 40s with a lot of the winners there, and there's so much luck involved in their games that even if they did play a great game, there's always that kind of argument to be made where there was a possibility that they couldn't have made it
If it
there
didn't go
without
this
that
way,
luck
yeah.
aspect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
But
get
yeah,
away from because also this one was the where they go on the journey and they have to turn the wheel, right? Risk your vote or keep your vote or something like that.
yes, yep, that was the one. Um, yeah, I
Was
honestly,
41 where journeys were introduced?
yep, 41 was. Oh, I mean, to be fair,
Uh, they just
they've
didn't call
kind of
them
had
journeys.
them.
Yeah,
Exile Island was basically a journey.
that's true. Yeah.
I think they've just kind of rebranded.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. This is definitely when the sanctuary was introduced, right? Or was the
yeah.
sanctuary later? I can't actually remember when it
I'm not
was.
actually sure. I mean, they all kind of blend together for me.
Yes, that is the
So
problem. That is another fault of
yeah,
these 40s. Make
yeah.
names.
Yeah, and that's something that season 50 is good for. It actually has a name. While the name isn't very fitting, it still has a name and it's going to be quite memorable and we won't just remember it as season 50, you
What are
know?
you talking about? We all voted for
Mr.
Jimmy
Beast.
Fallon to have a direct impact on
Oh,
Christian.
man. Oh,
That's like a head
we'll
slip of
get
a
to
bit.
all
Yeah,
that.
we'll get to all that. So yeah, that's Jonathan. Anything more to say to Jonathan?
Um, I don't think so. I think
I hope
he's
we
mainly
see
summed up by his physical game.
just looking at him
Exactly. Yeah.
and then looking at Thor and trying to find the differences.
Yep.
I hope they do the
Exactly.
ladder challenge again just to see if he can
Yeah.
do it again.
And see if any of those other challenge threats can hold up, or at least X challenge threats. We'll see how
Yeah,
good Aussie still is after. I mean, I guess he was only on last season 34, which actually wasn't too
yeah.
long ago. But yeah, we'll see. We will see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next season, should we move on to
Yeah.
45 with Emily?
Who ended
Yeah.
up coming seventh place? Kind
Yeah.
of
Was
started her
she
time really obtuse, calling
terrible
out
start?
calling
She
out
would have been
Bruce.
the first boot. She would have been the
Yeah.
first boot if there wasn't a quit.
If someone wasn't addicted to their vape, is the
Yeah,
rumor.
exactly.
If vaping technology didn't exist, then,
Well,
maybe Emily doesn't make that way.
we've seen that before with Panama, right? We had Shane Powers.
Shane, yeah. Yeah,
So
he
I
was just like,
mean,
I have to quit, I have to quit, I have to
yeah,
quit. Yeah.
yeah,
Only saved by Iris that time, but no one wanted to save. It was Hannah, right?
Hannah, yes,
Yeah, Hannah. Yeah, Hannah placement quit. That's so funny.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, yeah, and
but
then
yeah,
she
she
didn't she
managed to
didn't
like
change
reform
after
herself a
that.
little bit.
She
Yeah, well,
did, but she
she didn't
had
change immediately. Yeah,
yeah, she had to have that kind of push from Caleb,
yeah. Which
which
on a
yeah,
rewatch is was like basically do nothing than what you've been doing already.
yeah, exactly.
You're uh, you're not making the inroads that you
Yeah,
think you want to. Yeah. And then when she got swapped, she made those inroads. Well, she was the fifth between two peers between Reba and Bello,
yes,
and
yes,
she aligned with Drew and Austin.
yeah, yeah. She chose the Reba group, which I
Which
mean,
was
we don't know if it pays out for her because we don't know what happens if she aligns with the other side. But
yeah.
yeah,
I guess she just. I mean, we'll get too deep, but she didn't know how important the Reba Four were, or
yeah,
how
how
just like
powerful they were, and
powerful they were.
she was never going to get
And
into that four. She was never
no,
going to be as close to any of the others as they already were.
yeah. And when they finally merge, she sees that, but then doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Until I think final eight, she like entertains the idea of going against them, but then ends up voting Bruce out.
yeah. I think at that point she kind of sealed her fate.
Yeah,
I don't
she
think she
did
was
seal
even
her
going to win
fate.
after that Bruce vote. So hopefully she learns from that.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Something I wanted to bring up, and I heard this on one of the Tyson podcasts that I've listened to,
Yep.
is that he says that when you come out for the second time, you don't have that real like emotional connection that you kind of care for people as much when you play the first time because it's you're coming back for business more.
Yeah.
I'm kind of butchering the quote there, but maybe she'll come back and just be a little bit more ruthless than she needs to be.
Yeah, that could actually work. She could be the old Emily, but no one would actually mind as much, I think.
And then flipped and was just like, I'm only going to think about people's feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Which worked for her in that season full of first time players, but might not in a returnee season. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Mm.
you will see.
I have a feeling she's not going to do great.
Yeah,
I could
what makes
see
you
her
say that?
being a pre-merge boot.
Yeah, I could see that too. Looking at her tribe, who's on
Yeah.
her tribe?
Let's have a look. Emily is on a tribe with so challenge threats on that tribe. We have Aussie, Joe, Savannah. Um, I don't remember if Devons was good at challenges, but
Yeah, I
Christian's
don't know.
smart, Cerie's smart, and then there's Jenna as well.
Yeah,
So I don't know if she'll really form that those good bonds with any of them. Maybe Devons, maybe Cerie. I think it will come down to whether or not Cerie wants to align with her. I think Cerie will be
yeah,
a big part of Emily's fate in 50, I want to say.
that's a good guess.
But I
It
mean, I
does
guess that relies on Cerie staying too.
also relies on what challenges they're going to throw at him. Is it going to be like really strength based and stuff like that?
Yeah, true. That is a very good
Or is it going
question.
to be like real puzzly things? Because they've got some great puzzlers in there. Emily, Cerie, Christian, Devons. Yeah, be she might be in trouble.
We'll see.
Same with the next one, D. One of three winners coming back, although people might only think there's two winners.
I think she will play the best out of those three.
Yeah. Why
I
why do you
think.
say that?
Well, Kyle, I think will have the biggest target on him because A, he's fresh in everyone's minds. They went out there straight after 48 years. And
Yeah.
B, he's got not only two players from his season, but two of his closest like friends from that season.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just gonna. I think he will be the biggest target coming into the game.
That trio might be targeted the most because
I think so. Yeah.
that and like the Mike White, the people with
Yeah.
three people in their seasons, that's kind of the ones.
Yeah.
And we'll get to
Exactly.
that when we
Yeah.
start talking about 46.
I mean, I think Christian
But
not as much as Angela and Mike because they were Angelina and Mike were on a in an alliance together, whereas Christian was kind of on the out, so that might help him a
yeah,
bit.
that might
But
help him a bit.
with Kyle, Joe, and Camilla, there's just too much overlap there. I think if Kyle goes, Joe and Camilla will be less targeted because they didn't have an alliance.
Mm,
But with Kyle still in there, there's just going to be a target on everyone from that season. And that's why I think Kyle is going to be the biggest target of this season.
right.
And then we have
But
Savannah, who I think people are just going to be very wary of because she she gives off the vibe that she is, I guess, how she played on 49. I think it's going to be hard for her to hide the kind of player she is. And
yeah,
if people figure
I mean,
out she's a winner too, she's going to be a threat.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
D has the advantage of being a winner based off going to the end with a very strong alliance. So I think more than anything, that's going to want people on her tribe to align with her. She can form those bonds and stick with an alliance. And looking at this tribe, I have a feeling that she could very well form like a all girl alliance with Chrissy, Camilla, Tiffany.
yeah.
and then they
Yeah, she
maybe
could very
pull in
well.
Charlie or Mike
Oh
temporarily to
yeah.
try to get out the others. I think Coach is going to be very targeted on that tribe.
Yeah. But I mean, they might not lose for a while too,
That's
because just
true.
looking at,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty balanced thing, but just having Jonathan on your team,
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, is gonna be such an advantage.
Yep. Jonathan pre-merge is just huge advantage. I'm sure these tribes won't last for long. I'm sure they'll only take a few episodes
And
until
then
they
they'll
mix them up.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right that also that, yeah, loyalty will speak a lot to her character and she might go
Yeah.
a bit further because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think
on
she
this
will
season,
still
she was kind of
obviously.
a bit like of a mafioso. Like she was
Oh yeah,
pretty like
absolutely.
it's my way or the highway.
Yeah. And that's why she's still going to have such a huge target on her.
Like in this season, she convinces Julie to not vote for Austin, but vote for Emily, the person that she wants to get out, and then says, "I'm going to vote for you, Julie, because we have it has to look like I haven't told you about this." So just
Yeah, that's right.
she makes like a crazy play where she gets someone voted, and this like wins her the game because in
Yeah.
Final Tribal Council she pulls it out, and
Yeah.
everyone's so shocked.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so she
No,
like
that's right.
saved her one of her number ones. Also, that she says my two number ones multiple times in the thing.
Yeah, I
You
know.
can't have two number ones. It's
Yeah.
the math isn't mathin', but she's a gamer. She's one of the
She
ones that
is.
is
She's
has
very
jumped over
strategic.
to the challenge and now has come back to here and is
Yeah.
kind of the face of New Era Survivor.
Yeah. I mean, I think she is the strongest winner from New Era. Kyle is up there as well, but I think D's game is more repeatable.
Yeah,
I think she wins more times on any new
because she
player
never had
season.
advantages. She never had it um, um like hidden immunity idols.
Yeah,
But she said
exactly.
that like knowing all the information was way more important,
Yeah.
which is right. Like if you know where all the votes are going to go, then you can plan and strategize
Yeah.
and adapt. And what she adapted so much throughout that game.
Yeah.
And the way she talks too. Like in the I've written down another quote here where she tells Julie when it's a tribe of Julie, D, Sifu, and Jay, and the votes are going to go for Sifu. She says, "I don't know. I'm just thinking of other options." This is just like that's such a way of saying Jay without saying Jay.
Yeah.
You know, she's just got
Yeah.
away with words.
Yeah. I think she makes people not want to target her because
Yeah,
she's the kind of person that you don't want to be on the bad side of, and that will work for her, I think.
she really has that Boston Rob kind of mafioso vibe
Yeah.
about it, where she'll
Yeah.
like kill you with kindness, but is so fine stabbing you in the back,
Yeah. Absolutely.
but loyal enough to the people that she's loyal to, and proved that by taking Austin to the end, even though it
Yeah.
was in her best interest because she didn't want Austin to have like another thing on his resume.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. We
yeah,
like
she's
D. We
very,
hope she
very
goes
strong
far.
player. Yeah.
Let's just talk about the connection between D and Emily and like why they brought these two together. Because it was that vote that won, like Emily goes out instead of Julie.
Yep.
And it's only because D told Julie that she was the vote that she was able to play her idol correctly.
Will Emily show resentment for that and
Yeah, would
target D
you?
because of that? I'd like to say I wouldn't, but I mean you can never know when
A million
there's so
dollars on
many
the line.
emotions and
Yeah.
everything involved as well. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say.
Will they even get
But
that chance to meet up? But
yeah,
yeah.
that's a good point too.
And
I don't
rewatching
think
these
she will.
seasons, I'm really trying to think like, why did you bring these people back instead of other people? And trying to find the moment of like the story that they're trying to tell here. And I think it's that vote. It's Emily's vote off, where basically D works it. So
Yeah,
yeah, will Emily have resentment? Who knows? Shall we go to 46?
I think so. Yeah, we got a lot of people to talk about in 46.
Yeah. This is another of the three people returning.
Yep.
We've got Tiffany, we've got Q, we've got Charlie.
Yeah, well, what's the overlap here? I think the main overlap is Q and Tiffany. They
Well,
were,
the main thing is that Q and Tiffany had Tiffany had the idol, and she obviously told Q and Kinsey that when they were on the tribe together. But then
yep,
Q tells Charlie that, and then Charlie tells Tiffany. So I think that's the connection. It's like
yes,
it's Tiffany's idol, those three are kind of in the Venn diagram together. Like all that information doesn't get told without the three of them. So it's really that, and that vote is where Tiffany and Q go, okay, we hate each other now, and we're going to
yep,
spend the rest of the game to fight each other,
yep,
and which like tanks both their seasons because
yeah.
you become so spiteful. What do
What
you think?
what I'm very curious about the Charlie Tiffany relationship. I think there may be a lot of there may be some interaction between Charlie and Tiffany because Tiffany was such a big part of why Charlie didn't win, I think. She really rallied the jury into voting for Kenzie at the end over
Right.
Charlie, which I think we could see come into play maybe, but again,
Yeah, with them
that's if they
targeting each
actually
other.
have the
It's interesting that they're on the same tribe.
it is interesting they're on the same tribe. It's very interesting.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I guess maybe they want us. Maybe they're asking the same questions we are and seeing what would happen if those two that were kind of on opposite sides at the end of the last time they played. What
Yeah,
happens if they're interacting again? And I don't think they'll align, even though they're from the same season. I don't think they're going to align with each
align.
other. No.
Well, there goes your all women's alliance plus Charlie theory.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, the thing is with that theory, it was more all women's alliance. They'll need a fifth to start off, and they'll
Yeah,
pull in someone temporarily, and it could be Charlie,
yeah,
but I think it's more likely to be Mike, maybe, or even Joe.
yeah. I'm not too sure. Yeah, that might be
Oh no, wait,
petty.
no,
Charlie
Joe's on
might
the
be
other train.
petty.
Never mind. Yeah, yeah, it could be Mike. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think he'll be petty, but I think he'll sub. It will make him more subconsciously not want to work with her.
Yeah, because there's that thing. It's that, yeah,
Yeah.
can you like dissociate yourself from the game? I mean, probably not. We've proved it by like Bobby John coming into that Stephanie season being like, I can't work with her when really
Yeah.
they could have used each other to each other's benefit. We saw it when
Yeah.
Jerry came back on All Stars and targeted Colby.
Yep. I mean, it's
People
happened
hold
so many
resentment,
times.
and when you know each other, it's like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
now all these people like go to Survivor watch parties and are like really in the fandom and are like micro
Yeah.
celebrities
Yep. That's
that
true.
these people have probably seen each other, know each other. So there's probably like so much more drama that we haven't
Yeah.
seen
Yeah. Well, that's the
from
thing. We
from
talk
the
about all the connections, but we just don't know all
you
the
don't know.
connections. There's so many that we just have no idea about.
Yeah. I think on our episode where we talk about Survivor 50, we should run down all of the connections that we can find and kind of
Yeah,
predict from there.
that's a good idea. But I mean, I feel like with a lot
But
of the new era, it's we just don't
it's
know.
it's yeah, no, it's so cross pollinated.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there much you want to say about Tiffany? I mean, she came in eighth place. She
I
lost the
mean,
first three immunity challenges, and her biggest quandary was just get in a
well,
fight
not
with Q.
I think more than that, not playing her idol, right? Going home
Yeah,
with an idol in her pocket is
going home in
something
an
that
idol.
she's not going to do a second time.
No,
So if she gets an
no,
idol, I think she's going to play it.
like immediately.
Well, I mean, maybe not immediately, but
But
I
she's going
don't
to play
think
it.
she's going to go home with an idol in her pocket again. I don't think she's going to let that
Nah,
happen a second time.
no,
But
surely not.
yeah,
What do we want to see coming back from do we want any more Taylor Swift comments?
I mean,
No,
I could
not
do
really.
without.
I could do without it.
But yeah,
I could do with some more Q squirts. I
Yeah,
could do with,
anything coming out of Q's mouth, I'm here for.
especially when canceling. You can
Oh,
cancel Christmas. You can cancel immunity tonight.
I'd love to see him make some more incredibly controversial decisions,
Do you know
whether
what I
it's
wanted to say? I
reward
want him to.
decisions or
I
anything
want him.
else.
I want him to play hide and seek again, and then
Oh, that
call
would be
the winner.
great.
Oh, Hunter, you've made a big mistake. You've made a big mistake.
Oh man.
Yeah, he says, I can't find you in hide and seek, then I can't find you in the game. It's just,
Yeah.
bro,
Oh man.
bro, you're a clinching at straws, and I'm all here for it. Bring it on. Play, go
Yeah.
home, stay home. Play Spotlight. Play all the
Oh
games.
man. I hope Q does not go early.
Yeah, no.
I think he'll stick around for a bit because I think there's a lot of people in that tribe who could be people could want to get rid of early.
To be honest, that tribe is pretty strong
It is pretty
too.
strong, yeah. But I mean, I guess if that Colby could just not be that strong anymore, you know, he's pretty old now.
He is standing in the strong position on this picture I'm looking at,
Ah, yeah.
where Jonathan's holding the flag and Joe is holding the flag.
Ah, interesting. What if thought Aussie would be?
No, Joe's holding the flag, Jonathan's holding the flag, and then Colby's holding the flag. So
Hmm.
I think they still see him as the strong guy.
Guess we'll see.
Guess we'll see. But yeah,
Yeah, I've got high hopes for Q sticking around for a bit. He's not going to
yeah.
win. I
No?
I would be very surprised if Q won,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll see.
Let's talk about Q's plus one alliance because I don't know if it was ever going to work when half of the alliance isn't there in the formation of the alliance.
Yeah, exactly.
So that alliance was three people met on one of the journeys and said, let's go with six
Yep.
and bring one more person in
Yeah.
from each of our tribes so it's all equal.
Trying
And then
to.
he immediately targets Tim because Tim
Yeah.
targets Hunter and
So
then
funny.
and then tells Maria to bring in someone else who's Charlie. And then Charlie's like, I think I'm the sixth of the six.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because who was the one that came up with the idea of that alliance? Was it Q?
It was Q. Yeah.
I think. Do you think he was trying to take inspiration from Token Chains with the Exile Alliance?
Yeah, maybe. I
Because
think he
that
just
kind of went the same way, where it just did not work out at all.
I think he just saw that there was like three strong guys left in the game and that they kind of needed each other
Yeah,
as meat
true.
shields. Well, at least that's what he kind of says on the rewatch.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I just don't even know what to expect from him.
No.
He's just such an unpredictable player. Maybe he'll try and quit again. Who knows? I hope he
That was
doesn't,
crazy.
but that
That
was
was so
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, he needs to give himself a bit more grace. Like, just because you fumbled a football in your high
Yeah,
school story
I know.
doesn't mean like you're a loser. You're all good, bro.
I don't think he takes making mistakes very well.
Something I found on the rewatch is when Mo, they call her Mo,
Hmm. Mariah.
is asked like what her favorite
Ah, yes.
survivor is,
Yep.
and she says Aubrey, and then Q's like, no, 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 no. If Aubrey is smart and she's a big threat, and now look who's on her tribe.
Yeah.
Once
Honestly,
they
I
said
think
that,
I think that's going to make Aubrey target Q more than Q target Aubrey.
100%.
I don't think they're going to be an alliance together. But if they do make an alliance together, a kind of secret alliance, I think that would be the most iconic thing that could happen on 50 because it's the most
Yeah,
unlikely alliance.
it
And
is.
I feel like Aubrey's the kind of person that would maybe try and make that happen.
Like
Either
put the
that
water
or
under
she
the
just targets
bridge.
him. Yeah, exactly.
It
I
would be in her
think.
best interest not to just target him because it's the most obvious one. I think you're onto something here.
Yeah, well, let's hope they are too.
Just when I was rewatching it though, and I heard that quote, and I was just like, "Are they on the same tribe?" Looked it
Yeah.
up. Yep. Production sometimes you do great things, and putting them on the same tribe is hilarious,
Yeah,
and we love it.
we do.
Why do you think Charlie lost in the final tribal?
Um, I think, I think a lot of it is just because Kenzie is very likable.
Yeah,
I think that's
she had
for
a
the
better
most part what
story.
it is.
She had a much better reason for winning and what she would do with the money. I
Yeah,
remember that being a
exactly.
big part of it.
I think people don't want to give like a 20-something-year-old guy the
Yeah,
money. Young people are less likely to receive votes at the end. I think
yeah.
Tiffany rallying for Kenzie definitely didn't help his case.
Yeah,
And then obviously, um, what was Charlie's
Maria.
number one? Maria, yes. And I think Maria not voting for him obviously was a big hit for him too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie and Maria did go at each other at the end, though. Like it wasn't
No, they
like
did, yeah.
they weren't like as tight as Steven and or JT or something like that.
No,
You know, like
obviously not. But I think it was more that Maria targeted Charlie first,
yeah,
and then Charlie managed to
he caught
counterattack.
wind. Yeah,
Yeah. And
successfully.
somehow I think she showed resentment for that, maybe. I obviously don't know the reasons for the voting, but it's the only thing I can
Yeah,
really think of. She just got outplayed by him and didn't like that.
it's true. Well, that's
Yeah.
46. Should we move to 47?
I think so, yeah. Well, one
We've only
player from
got
47.
yeah, Genevieve, the other side of Rachel's coin, Voldemort, Rachel's Harry Potter, as they
That's
would put
right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Genevieve's going to be interesting
Yeah,
because I think everyone has such high expectations for her.
yeah,
But I mean, yeah, that's she's another one that I don't think is going to do very well because she was never too good at forming alliances. She was kind of always on the bottom.
yeah. She
Um,
was. I think she got
so
so hurt from Keyshawn, like wanting to weaken her at the start and throwing her name under the bus, that she was like, "Oh, screw that! I'm going to get you before you get me." And then when she made
yeah,
that decision, saw how much she was going to hurt, and then like um, just dissociated that
yeah,
emotion
yeah, which I
like
think is
from
going to
it.
be a good thing for a returning season because, like
Yeah,
you said before, the dissociation of emotion for playing a second time, you
yeah,
need
they're
to do
not there
that.
for the experience of it.
Yeah,
It's no longer
exactly.
like a survivor bucket list. It's
Yeah,
like this is do or die this time. This is really
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she plays because I'm I kind of like don't know how it's going to work for her playing like that because last time it worked out for her, but I feel like it only worked out for her because people just assumed she was going to get targeted at some point anyway, which she did.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's going to go the same way on 50. I think she's a lot more likely to just get voted out early because people aren't going to want to have to deal with her, I guess, unpredictability.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
again, I'm
she
not
gets to
sure.
play with like less emotional people.
Yep, that's
I
true.
mean, like Rome was crazy emotional. Teeny
Teeny,
was really, really emotional.
yeah,
Andy was real. Like she aligned herself with insane people.
yeah.
But in this tribe and in this game, there's not so many more. I mean, there's crazy people. There's Coach. There's Q.
But for the most
There's
part, people are
yeah. I don't
very
know.
strategic, level-headed.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they're all coming back and they know that yeah they might make friends on the season, but they're here to win. Like
Yeah,
so, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
Genevieve
think
was
if
part
she
of
can,
Operation Italy, which
she
is
was one of the biggest moves of the new era.
yeah one of the coolest episodes. But she wasn't like the head honcho on that, and I
No,
mean that credit of that has to go to Andy. But
yeah,
she was part of it. She made that fake idol. She had such a good game plan showing that fake idol to Tini. Her and Sam made that play so well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it was just such an insane move simply because there was so many things that could go wrong and everything
yeah,
just went right.
yeah,
And you have to give her credit for that. You have to give all three of them credit for that.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, definitely. I mean, they were ballsy, but from that point on, she was just playing a if I don't win now, I'm out kind of
yeah,
game. And
exactly.
then
Yeah,
she won like the next immunity, and then the one after that, she lost and gets voted out.
yeah, yeah,
So, will
yeah.
she learn from the mistakes that she made last time? Will she make friends with people? I don't know.
We'll see. See.
Or will be revealed in
I
a matter of days.
I know. Very soon.
Very,
Very
very
soon
soon.
we're gonna be watching that first episode of season 50.
I know, and then we'll finally have some answers to all these questions. Who's
I
going to be the
know.
first voted out?
Yep.
Who's going to hate each other going into it? Who's going to like each other going into it? But yeah, well, that's this part of the 40s. That's Jonathan, that's Emily, that's Dee, that's Q and Charlie, Tiffany and Genevieve. So many people coming back from 40s. Do you think that's going to have
No.
any ramifications of like a lot of people from 40s, half the cast?
I think it will, but I don't know what. I don't know what that's gonna mean because you
Yeah,
saw in Winners at War where you have
that was
basically the old school
divided.
versus new
Yeah,
school. So I think that could happen, but I think at least a lot of the people from the 40s are going to think about season 40 and going to be like, no, we don't actually want that to happen again. And I
yeah,
think because of
like
Winners at War, there is going to be a lot more cross era pollination, I guess.
definitely, especially people from like before 40.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not going to want to target people before 40.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot more solidity between alliances from
Yeah.
old era than the new era. I think new era alliances are going to be a lot less stable.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. Cool.
Well, that's it for this episode
Yeah, let's
of
wrap that up
Drop Your
there and
Kiwis.
we'll jump back in for
And
season 48 next time.
yeah. Okay. Well, goodbye.
Perfect. Goodbye. Thank you, Ethan.
Thanks, Claude.